Hey guys, today I show you the differences between BlackBerry 10 and Android. Like I do in my other videos, let's group that video in different sections. So sections as apps, hardware, productivity and else. So let's begin with the hardware of the devices. Of course, Android devices and BlackBerry 10 devices are mostly much different. You can't get a physical keyboard on Android except for the priv, but that physical keyboard of the priv isn't really BlackBerry standards, if you can say that, because it's quite flat and mushy, and those BlackBerry keyboards of BlackBerry 10, they're always very clicky and tactile. If you're on a phone with a keyboard, a physical keyboard, where you have a tactile feedback and no spelling mistakes as well as great accuracy, go with the BlackBerry. There's no alternative to BlackBerry in that section. Of course, if you're okay with touch keyboards and writing on glass screens, you're okay with Android, but I'm not, so I'll stick with my BlackBerry for now. The next section is apps. And apps is definitely a big section and has a big part in the discussion about BlackBerry 10 and Android. So let's be honest, Android definitely has more apps. Because of the Play Store and Google Play services, you have bigger access to a bigger selection of apps or third-party apps in the Google Play Store. Those apps run good, they run fast, they run mostly without problems, and you can run them on any Android phone. And that is definitely a good thing. You can run Android apps on BlackBerry 10, but they aren't as fast as the Android apps. They don't start as fast, but they are usable, but they're just not that fluently and integrated into the software like Android. There are alternatives though for BlackBerry 10 apps, and I made a video for that. Go click there and watch the video about my favorite apps for BlackBerry 10. But if you want all those social medias like Snapchat, they aren't available on BlackBerry 10. So YouTube, Facebook, Twitter is available, but no Snapchat unfortunately, and I think more. But what I think is that the native apps on BlackBerry 10 are much better than the ones on Android. Just take a look at the alarm app, for example. Just look how you set the alarm. It's so intuitive and it's so fast. Everything works in such a nice way, and that's what I love about the native BlackBerry 10 apps. They're also very nicely integrated into the OS experience, and that's what I love about BlackBerry 10. So what can you say in conclusion in the app section? If you want all those social medias and all those third-party apps to enjoy your free time and stuff, take the Android. It's definitely a fun phone. It's a phone where you have access to all social medias, to a lot of apps that aren't necessarily necessary. But if you want to get work done, if all you want to do is text, emailing, and some social media with the apps I showed in my other video that I linked in the description below, go with the BlackBerry. It's much more fluently, it's much faster in that regards, and you can get things done in a much easier way, in a much more productive way, and also in a better way. So let's get on to the next section, which is productivity, and that section definitely goes to BlackBerry. What I don't like about Android is that you have to go out of apps a lot, and the multitasking isn't as nicely as on BlackBerry 10. All those apps don't really work together in the way they do on BlackBerry 10. An example for that is the BlackBerry Hub, which is the notification center on BlackBerry. And in my opinion, the Android notification center is crap. It's really bad. You miss a lot of your messages. There are only those tiny little icons on the top bar of your Android OS, and you miss them quite easily, and that's what I really hate about Android. And the BlackBerry Hub is very intuitive to use. You have all your messages on one side in one place. You don't miss them. They are very organized. And a nice thing about the Hub that I didn't mention in my other videos is that you can actually write an email or compose an Instagram post or else directly from the Hub. You don't even have to open the app itself, and that is the thing that you can't do on Android. You have to go into each app and open each app in multitasking and stuff to do the task you want to do. And in the hub, you can just press create in the email section, or you can press compose in the Instagram section or Twitter section or Facebook section, whatever, and you can directly compose your tweet, your post or your email without even having to enter the app. And that is a great and fast way to deal with those tasks. So as I said, BlackBerry is the phone to get things done. Let's get on to the fourth section, I think, which is OS design, and that is also a matter of opinion, in my opinion. The Android operating system has a lot of fancy animations when you open the app drawer or swipe through things, and yeah, it's very nice to look at actually. On BlackBerry 10, everything isn't as fancy, but what I love about BlackBerry is that everything is so fluent and fast when you switch through applications or scroll through your pages of apps or go into the hub and do the peek motion. That is amazing, and that is something the Android system can't do. What I notice on many Android phones is that there's a lot of lag when you open the app drawer or if you open several apps, because maybe there's always, on most Android phones, there's a UI which slows down the phone sometimes, but I'm not a professional, or I don't know much about those phones, but that's what I think, and that's what I noticed, that there are a lot of lags because of those fancy animations maybe. And that doesn't happen on BlackBerry 10 as often, I think. So, in conclusion, what I think is, as I said in this video, if you want a lot of social media, if you're on a lot of social media and the only really writing things you have to do is WhatsApp and stuff, take the Android. I wouldn't go with BlackBerry if you're into that sort of I wouldn't take the Android if you're into that sort of stuff, but if you do a lot of writing, a lot of emailing, a lot of work, go with the BlackBerry. It's a lot faster, it's a lot more efficient, and you are going to be happier with that. And there's also the option to do social media with the apps of Memory. So I hope you like that quick comparison between the both operating systems, Android and BB10. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, leave a comment in the section below. Leave a comment on what you are using and why you are using your OS or phone. I would really be interested in that. And did you see my intro? Tell me also in the comment section below what you think about the intro, if I should keep it in my next videos. I think it's quite nice. I hope we'll see us in my next video. Maybe it's going to be another BlackBerry video, as you guys seem to enjoy it so much that I've made my fourth or fifth one now. But yeah, it's a nice topic, and I hope we see us then. Bye.